Well, a third participant, Mr. Kumar Nittala for Billion Apps. Welcome to the show, Kumar.
I'm going to talk on behalf of Billion Apps today. I'm the founder of Billion Apps, and let me tell about the app name first. It would sound a bit interesting. So the app name is called Joegi. So in Hindi it means it is about the journey and travel. So what the app is about is like it's almost close to any Uber or Ola or any other kind of apps that you've already seen or been using. But the app that I am actually constructing at the moment is going to have extra features which would actually engage the customers more than what the current Uber or Ola are doing. For example, if you take an Uber or an Ola or any other app currently, they would engage the user, or they are only helpful to the user only from the time they book a cab till they get a cab, and then once the driver accepts, the app is just sitting in your pocket doing nothing. So I want to get the customer engaged with your app and make it more monetized for more business, rather than just depending on what you are actually earning from the rides or probably saving from the rides or saving from advertisements and etc. So let me quickly give you about how you're going to engage your customer within the time frame. So the current features, like the other Uber or Ola, all the other features are almost the same with a little bit of different texture and etc. So as soon as the driver actually accepts the driver comes and picks you and accepts your drive or ride, as you would get a pop-up with 3 options, which is like, it would ask you, would you like to listen to music, or would you like to play a game, or would you like to play something else? So as soon as if he selects, if you want to play music, it would automatically connect to our sponsored radio station, and it would give a live stream to them. If he picks up the second option, the app itself becomes a game. So as soon as you pick the second option, what happens is, in general in Uber or Ola, you can follow the path where the driver is going through. However, while it is showing the path, what happens is, as soon as you choose the second option, you would be able to see some bubbles on the right and left hand side of the path you are going through, and those are like the advertising bubbles on the path. For example, if you are going from, let's say, from Jubilee checkpost to the high-tech city, you have several companies that are situated on either side of the road. For example, if you take a McDonald's or a KFC or for that reason a Neeru's shopping mall or something else, they would have their pop-ups on the right hand side and the left hand side of the road. All the user have to do is just keep engaged with the app, and all you have to do is to collect the points from each of those vendors who are putting their bubbles in our app. So as and when you collect points, the points would be stored into your account, and when you make certain number of points, you could go ahead and redeem those points back into their own merchant. So whoever merchant has given you points, you can do that. So that's the second option. It's a little bit so you can collect points and redeem them within the merchant. So you are engaging your customer while you are actually making him ride along within your cab. So when you click on the third option, what happens is it would also give you a game option, but this is like playing Monopoly on the earth. Like we used to play the Monopoly on a square cardboard, and when you throw a dice, you're going to go to a place and then buy that place with the amount of money that you have and etc. So now you're playing the Monopoly on earth. Literally, you're playing Monopoly in the city where you're living. For example, if I am traveling through this cab, I would probably, as soon as I reach Jubilee's checkpost or a crossroad, I say, this is my pocket. You can install a pocket there, and whenever your friend who is using this same Ramta Jogi and crosses that path, you will get the points because he crossed your path. So you're making the Uber or Ola look a bit more kind of a fun and entertaining game, and that's the third option. At the present, I have completed the app with all the options that a normal Uber or Ola has. We are currently at the stage we are working on the second option, where we've already had the second framework done. I'm actually looking for some partners because this needs a bit more investment in terms of when we have to push it into the market, in terms of engaging with the drivers and also engaging with the cars and all that stuff.
You didn't have to build all that Uber Ola features, because you could have made it into a game that can be installed on. You could have talked directly with Uber and Ola and then installed this game on top of their application.
Yeah, that's exactly how I was thinking too. But initially, when I thought, I wanted to capture them when they are actually doing a travel. So you could literally make your train journeys like the whole Indian Railways lines can become advertising boards. Imagine the potential in that. Yeah, ekkadaina adochu.
The first model of trying to create an Uber Ola like app, I think that's going to be very very tough, given what's going there and the amount of billions of dollars which are going there. That's going to be very tough. Even this trying to tag the drivers of buses. See, I see a fundamentally, how can you make an immersive experience when people are traveling?
Yes.
I think if that is the concept, there is a lot of promise.
Yeah.
But I feel that the killer app or the killer use case of what it's going to look like, what's going to engage people, probably needs a bit more work. But it's a really interesting start to making journey more immersive.
The idea, the Uber and Ola already opened their APIs. You don't need to actually do the same business. We'll actually, our app will call their APIs.
Yeah.
And we can track the same the same.
We'll just use this.
But the thing is, the idea what I liked is creating the activity while going, right? That is pretty good, and it's giving points as well as fun.
Yep.
And you're encouraging drivers to download. That point is pretty good.
Yep.
So you should actually, you can always say, extra $100 if he's getting for each installation. Definitely all Uber drivers, all Ola drivers will be your customers.
Yes.
That is
straight
for
away.
100%. And anyway, these guys both are benefited, so definitely they'll promote. Right?
Kumar,
Pretty good.
your app ready?
No, like I mentioned, I think all the features up to the like driver calling and all that is there. We've also tested if we can turn it off, and then we're working on the third API, which was like he's mentioned, which can be just framed as a framework on top of what is being running at the moment.
You can keep it as an independent app also. You don't need to connect to Uber and Ola also.
I love the revenue model, Kumar. I think when you're going, like there's so many businesses, and you tie up with all these commercials, I mean McDonald's, I mean all these people that have franchise businesses and all that.
Yeah.
The revenue model also is pretty obvious. It's a superb idea.
Thank you.